Hey, this is just a snippet from our podcast, but if you want to catch the full episode, that'll be on YouTube, and the extended version will be on our Patreon.
This is great. This is from the same developers that did Paradise Killer.
Love Paradise Killer.
And you are a Yakuza who basically they were doing a deal, had all the money ripped off from a rival gang, and so
Vice City.
You have to go to like the last business that they have that nobody else knows about, and like revive this mascot agency in this like remote island.
It's a very funny premise.
But mascots are not just people in suits; they're like this fantastical creatures.
Yeah, the lead character mascot is a severed finger, like a pinky.
Yeah, severed pinky.
That's so perfect.
And her name
Yakuza.
is Pinky. And her voice actress is the same as the Japanese voice actress for Pura in Legend of Zelda.
Wow. Was she old Yakuza? Was she on an old Yakuza's hand? And you had to like
no,
cut it off?
they're just her father was also a severed finger, and her mother was a fairy. There's this whole other species of creature.
Chaos.
Oh yeah, and then one of the first things you do, Huber, because she lost the business license.
Yeah.
You have to go to the mayor's office and bribe the mayor to get the license back.
It's very funny.
But yeah, you start to learn as you get into the story that the mayor is a total crook. Like he's run this whole town into the ground so he can get the grant money.
Fisk.
And spend it on himself, essentially. So you're not only revitalizing the mascot agency, you're revitalizing the whole town. And it's got, the thing is it has a lot going on, so it's sort of hard to like, even like giving Don all the B-roll. It's like, how do I show this game?
Yeah. It gives me No More Heroes vibes on the surface, for sure.
Yeah, because it's like on the one level, like with the exploration stuff, it's like Forza Horizon in a beater truck. Like you're just going around, you're smashing signs, you're finding collectibles. One of the collectibles are like designs to put on Pinky's nail.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And Pinky is totally unhinged.
Whoa.
Pinky like will just change on a dime.
Oh my god.
So she's like, my number one dream is to be the top mascot in a city. My number two dream is to bury a body in the woods.
Whoa. All right, I'm in. Yeah. 100% in.
And there's a father-daughter story, right?
Yeah. And that's one of the things like I really was surprised by is the writing and just how much I'm into the story and meeting all of these characters. They're very entertaining.
Wow.
Yeah, all characters' designs are crazy. and I this is my debut game as a voice actor as well.
Yeah. Pause this, Isla, and bring up the second clip. Because we've got the clip of Shuhei's character here.
Yo.
Monoge.
Yes.
Who doesn't feel like he can be a mascot like as a business, but he's in a junkyard repairing old arcade machines. And here he is.
Yeah,
this is Shuhei's character.
Hoping to reopen the arcade.
Yeah.
An awesome character.
and
look at
Huber,
all
so
these coins on this.
Stacks of coins on his head. So it is one of the first things you say is that you apologize for not bowing because the coins would all fall off.
Do you do the English and Japanese VO both, or?
Oh, no, just Japanese.
Just Japanese.
Yeah, it's all Japanese.
The whole game.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and this is the one where the lead is the same voice as Kazuma.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Michi, and he's known as the janitor.
That's so great.
He's always got a broom.
Michi, that's a fun nod because of Onimichi and Yakuza.
So Shu, like, how much have you played of this and like your involvement? What is that like?
Oh yeah, so the recording session was like 3 or 4 hours. There, because there are many, mascots. So I'm just one of them. So the number of lines are limited, but I really appreciate how hard it is to act, voice acting, and the director is telling me that with more emotions or, with a bit more sadness or, so every line I have to say, 3 or 4 times, and it was very, very challenging.
And then, did you give them any feedback on the game itself, or did they just approach you to be an actor in it?
Well, I don't remember giving any feedback. The game was in development for a long time before I got involved. Yeah.
Nice.
Sick.
Have you been playing it, or are you also waiting to get your hands on it?
I finished.
Oh, you
Yesterday.
finished. Nice.
Yesterday I
Oh,
finished.
great.
Nice.
It's quite large game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very addictive. All the small things you could do, you just keep doing. And you want to find all the mascot, right? So you are running an agency, so you have to recruit a mascot and give, do the contract, how much cut, you give to the, mascot, or, increase the bonus or salary, etc.
Yeah. Yeah, Isla, you can swap back to where we were in the other clip when you get a chance.
That.
What's that?
Roger that.
But yeah, so that's actually one of the things that was intimidating to me, Shu, is like that business side of things, is like, okay, it's like I've got to negotiate their rates and all of that. Oh yeah, this is when you recruit them. And so like you have like 6 different things that you can offer them, and then like you have a meter for how excited they're going to be for that. Mm-hmm. And then you have to send them out on jobs for like bookstore openings or park festivals or like a mechanic shop or a coffee shop and things like. And you also send them out with what they call a support item, and that will give them like kind of percentages of like helping them keep out of trouble. But most of the time they're going to get into some kind of trouble. And there are these really funny, ridiculous like turn-based battles where it's like, oh, this tofu got stuck in a door that's too small, and so it's tofu versus door. And you have these hero characters that you meet, the other people in town, and they'll give you their hero card, and then you can call on them. And it took me a while to understand the system, but see, like there's a bunch of different numbers. So there's like different types of obstacles that they might come across. So like there's an animal one, and so like.
How do people come up with this? I always want to know. Like, how do people come up with this?
So instead of tofu versus a door, there's tofu versus a swarm of bees. And then there's another one where there was like a stalker, and it's like versus the stalker. And so you have to pick the right cards to do the right kind of damage against that health bar. And you only have so many actions to do it with, except some cards will draw other cards, or some cards will give you additional actions for that fight. And then, whether you fail or win determines like how much cash you get out of that. So.
Nice. Sounds very fun.
And
like she was saying, it looks very addicting. Just like gathering everyone, exploring the map. The economy, I'm sure, is a big part of this game. I love video game economies.
The thing that stunned me is this: they brought up this like, oh, you have nightly bills. And
wow.
Like, nightly bills. So like every night at the stroke of midnight, you've got to pay bills.
Oh shit!
And so you've got to constantly, like, you cannot sleep on having people out at jobs. If there's a job available, you got to send somebody out there.
Wow.
You got to be exploring and picking up all the coins on the streets, all of that, because those bills come up. And like the first time that happened, it was like, oh, 80,000 yen. I'm like, that's all my money. I can't upgrade my academy right now.
So awesome. Damn.
And you can upgrade the truck as well.
Yes, Huber. Talk about some of those truck upgrades, Shu, because they're amazing. They make a big difference.
One of the early upgrades, you can launch the pinky to the objective. So, initially you have to run over the, items to collect or, clean out the garbage. But, once you get the launcher, you just launch, pinky, all the time. Very fun.
Sounds so fun.
And you can go on the, turn the truck into the boat so that you can, reach the island. And there's, objectives on the island as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fun stuff like that. A lot of these interlocking systems.
I love when you unlock things and you get to explore more things more places with the thing you just unlocked. It's like one of my favorite
Yeah.
things in games.
But it's like, so that's the thing, Huber, because it's like, it's kind of all happening at the same time. It's like you're driving around and exploring, and then it's like, oh, a job becomes available. So then you like pop into a menu, assign a mascot to that. It's like, oh, somebody needs help. You pop in real quick. And it's just all very quick. And so that's the thing where like, I think it sort of like hits that sort of like civilization style
looks like
aspect of your like brain. Like, okay, all of these things are sort of happening. So you've got these plates spinning and you don't realize like how much time is going, you know, and then you meet like some crazy new character or new mascot.
It's like an interactive
There's
idle
a
game.
story of the conspiracy and corruption and Yakuza thing. So until the very end, you know, everything gets, you know, revealed. You really want to see the ending to understand what happened.
Yeah.
This honestly just shot up to like top of my queue. It looks so great.
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
And then one of the things that I just got to Shu is the subcontractor thing. So like you also have kind of like Assassin's Creed Black Flag or whatever. You can also hire mascots in different regions, you know, for what
Send 'em out
they call
or-
passive income.
Got it.
And so that way, like, you know, you're finding additional things, and that's just another little thing going on in the background.
Nice.
And then each of the different characters that you meet, they have little like quests that they have to where like you find like missing cats, or like you find somebody's
Classic.
DVDs that got spread around town, or you do like this little stamp rally where you go to landmarks and you stamp the book. And
all
then
arcades to send to me.
yeah. You find an arcade game, you stick it in the truck, you send it to Shu.
That mascot loves to goth up at the cemetery.
Yes.
I love that. So cool.
So here she's versus a slightly crooked path. She fell over and you have to help her get back up.
Yeah, one of the character designer is Ikumi Nakamura of
Oh,
Yeah.
Great.
I did not know that.
Do you know of any names of mascots that she designed?
No, it's not explained. You know, she and another designer designed all the characters.
Got it.
Awesome.
Yeah, the Kofoot is really. And then I got the Ichigo as well. It's the dog with the strawberry ears. He's pretty funny too, because he's got like, he looks super cute.
Yeah.
But he's got this really deep, gravelly voice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's kind of like a deadly premonition
Oh,
vibe
yeah.
to driving around here.
Yeah,
too.
except it controls well.
And it has a frame rate.
Oh yeah,
love
this is the
deadly
launcher,
premonition.
Huber. So once you can launch Pinky, then you can bust down these barriers.
That's so cool.
But like Shuo was explaining as well, you can also like get things at a distance more easily. So
Got it. Hyped.
versus poorly sacked
Yeah.
boxes.
This
I
looks
love all of these things.
so
Yeah.
addicting.
Yeah, I love it. Anything else you want to throw in there, Shu, before we move on?
Well, for the Japanese audience, it just so happened that the localizing translator used to be the person who I worked with to localize Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, Tsurumi.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, Tsurumi
Cool.
600. So it was very funny that he reached out to me that, Shu, I heard you gonna do the voice recording for one of the characters of the game that I'm translating. Are you working on this? So if you understand Japanese, the localization, the text, Japanese text is so hilarious. Very, very high quality.
Yeah. Because that's one thing that like I think a lot of people don't expect is like these aren't Japanese developers, right?
Yeah, UK, based in UK. But they like the Japanese culture, so they named their company Kaizen Gameworks. Kaizen is to like a Toyota system of iteration and improving things. And they said that the philosophy of iteration and improve things is their philosophy for game development. So they named it Kaizen.
Nice. Yeah, so check out those, and then there's also Monaco 2 is out today. There's also the Talos Principle Reawakened is out today, which we put up.
Yeah.
Eyeless Torture Chambers this morning.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to do.
Well, April is amazing month for indie games. Next week, actually, Bionic Bay is coming out.
Yeah.
And I did a developer interview on behalf of the publisher, Kepler Interactive.
Sick.
And the YouTube video just came out yesterday. It's a game from creator of Badland. You remember from the early iPad game, the black and white kind of foreground and the beautiful background.
Isla, I have a link down there just a little bit below where we were if you want to put it up. But yeah, Bionic Bay, it's like a side scroller, but you can do all of these crazy physics.
Yeah. You touch the item and you can swap with yourself. So when you are blocked by something, you can just touch it and swap with yourself. And when you move, it's a physics-based puzzle. So when you move the item, when you swap, you get that momentum of the item you are swapped. So it's really interesting, puzzler and platformer.
Yeah, I've had my eye on it for a while, but I've had
This looks like
so many great games. It's been hard to figure
This
out
looks
when
cool,
to.
yeah.
This looks
fit
like
it
your
in.
kind of game, Blood, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game got
Flipping the World
the
and the-
Best Design Award at Taipei Game Show this year. It's a collaboration of the Taipei-based developers and the designer of Badland, who is based in Finland.
Ooh.
Nice.
If you like this conversation, become a $5 and up patron. You get ad-free cuts, extended cuts, all of the cuts, and you get to get into our Discord and more. Patreon.com/EasyAllies.